everybody. Hello, welcome to the Daily Antidote of Song. Let's give it up for Katharine.a.martucci bringing us in with some beautiful strumming there behind the scenes. And let's welcome everybody here into this space. We are here for day 1880 in the Daily Antidote of Song. And for anybody who's never been here before, we meet here every day at noon Eastern. And we sing and we talk and we sort of like visit what's good and what's tough in the world. And we are always grateful for the new folks who join us. So welcome today if you are new. I'm Jo Rossi. I'm the director of the Daily Antidote and super happy to be welcoming all of you into the room. Let's start by waving to everybody out there on the live stream. Thanks, folks, on the live stream for joining us today. We're glad you're here. And let's say hello, of course, to Katie Martucci coming in from Brooklyn. She is our song leader for the day. We haven't had Katie with us in a while. We're really glad to have her today. And let's say hi to everybody in the space. So hands up for Anna, running tech for us out of Boston. Thank you so much, Anna. Arlene in California, nice to see you today. Nancy and her Irish cow coming in from Washington State. Linda in California. Kathleen in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Deborah in Kentucky. Adele coming in from Maryland. Hoda in British Columbia. That looks like Kathy in Colorado. Sheila in Florida. Carolyn coming in from Boise, Idaho. Marion coming in from Brighton, UK. Nice to see you. Nan in Michigan. Glad to have you with us today. Susan in Cincinnati. Hello. Nice to see you today. Kathy in California. Bob in Massachusetts. Linda on Orcas Island. Neil also coming in from Massachusetts. Jane in Texas. Athena coming in from Brooklyn, just like our song leader. Karen coming in from Iowa. Nice to see you today. Emma coming in from Norwich, UK. Nice to have you here. Bob coming in from Albany, New York. Sue in Seattle. Caroline in Washington, D.C. We've got Loriana, Kachina, and Courtney coming in from Vermont. Gary in Mass. Aloysius, also Mass. Jenny in Suffolk, UK. Hi to JC. Hi to Elizabeth in California. Annette in California. Cricket in Maryland. Curly Tops in Vermont. Mabel and a bear coming in from Massachusetts. And Moon in Alexandria. Let's all take a deep breath. Yeah, super, super glad to be here today and really so excited to have Katie Martucci back in this space. She's a singer-songwriter. She's been with us, I think, like since nearly like the first year. And she's brought us a lot of beautiful songs in the past. And today, I'm just so grateful for what she's chosen today. I feel like it just sets the tone for a lot of what we need to be, sort of doing for the self-healing right now during tough times. So Katie, I'm going to throw it to you. Super excited to sing with you today. Thanks for being here. Welcome back to the Daily Antidote of Song.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. So yeah, I'm sure a lot of you know this song. This is The Rainbow Connection by Kermit the Frog, at least sung by Kermit the Frog. So if anyone has a really killing Kermit the Frog impression, I would say let that loose in this moment. So we'll just go over the refrain. This will happen sort of after the verse and a little chorus, and it sounds like, someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Let's try that again. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Gorgeous. All right, so we'll go through this. Oh, and this is actually, I'm glad I thought of this at the last second. There is a little key change, so we're going to try to hit that. Let's just go over that because otherwise that can be a hard thing to find. So we'll get to the lovers, the dreamers, and me, and then all of us under its spell. We know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep? So the main thing to catch is, I think, that magic. So one more time, from all of us under its spell, we know that it's probably magic, magic. All right, one more time. One, two. All of us under its spell, we know that it's probably magic. Yeah, have you been half asleep? Okay, and then we'll save the drama for when we do it all in process. All right, here we go from the top. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? What's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions. And rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I hope they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish could be heard and answered when wished on a morning star? Somebody thought of that, and somebody listened, and look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? What do we hope we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell, we know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep? Have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this a sweet sound that lures the young sailors? The voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something I'm supposed to be. Oh, someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. La da 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 da. Amazing. Oh, thank you. That was beautiful.
Thank you, Katie. That really was beautiful. That is such a peace-inducing song. Part of it maybe, I don't know, has to do with sort of pulling back into one's childhood. And, I definitely have the memory of, getting to see Kermit's feet when his little feet were dangling, and the little banjo, which was not something that was in my musical culture. A banjo is not, I didn't grow up in the folk world. So, yeah. I think maybe there's something about childhood, but just also the nature of the song. Do you want to talk a little bit about sort of why you chose it and what it means to you these days?
Totally. I mean, definitely a childhood thing for me too. I was a huge Muppets fan as a kid, and now I wouldn't say my feelings have particularly changed towards the Muppets. I think it's a really special group of characters and like sort of canon that a lot of us have been exposed to. I've been told that some of my mannerisms are a little Muppety as well, so there's a kinship there. So yeah, I think it was something that was just sort of, it's a song that has been in my mind, and yeah, I find the melody so beautiful. I think it's like just one of these like all-time classic melodies, and just the message. Yeah, it's so peaceful, and I think it's like maybe it just is meaningful to have a song that is just, I feel like, so purely like hopeful, you know, like it just feels very optimistic, very much like, I don't know, just choosing and wanting to really see like the goodness and the beauty in the world around you, and kind of just believing that it's there and it's available to you. And I think that that's a really powerful thing to just remind yourself, remind the people around you, that that is here for all of us, even and especially when things are dark and hard and overwhelming. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Katie. That's a lot of great food for thought. Optimism can be very challenging in dark times, and sometimes can even feel foolish. There's like of
Mm-hmm.
being optimistic that can also be not looking at the problem, and that song I feel like has exactly the right blend of hope and optimism, right? Like it's not blindly
Mm-hmm.
optimistic. It's
Yeah.
there's actually like the self in that song that is also responsible for part of what is making the optimism and the hope, and yeah, super beautiful. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't know. Is there anything more you want to talk about, how you are feeling in these times, and what else you're doing to sort of bring yourself into a better place?
Well, yeah, it's I guess two things come to mind. One, if anyone lives in New York City, we have this mayoral election coming up, which is going to be a really big deal. Um, Eric Adams is horrific. Andrew Cuomo is coming back, trying to come back. But there's this candidate that I've been feeling really excited about, Zohran Mamdani, who's running for mayor. And so if anyone lives in New York, I did some canvassing for him, and that was like a very like tangible action-based thing that felt really good and felt like connective with going to people around the neighborhood and all of that. So if anyone lives in the area, I would say that's learn about his campaign, and if it speaks to you, which I hope it would. There's lots of ways to get involved. And the other thing that I have found, I just finished this book called Doppelgangers by Naomi Klein. I'm a huge fan of her work. Um, I think she's brilliant. And this latest book, Doppelgangers, is a little bit different from her earlier stuff. It's more memoir and a little bit more personal, but nevertheless, I feel like she's writing about sort of like 2020 to 2022, 2023 is when the book comes out. So things have changed and escalated since then, but I felt like she was able to write about so many of the things that are kind of making the world that we live in right now feel as confusing and tangled as it does. Um, and she just did this amazing job of sort of like pulling apart the threads. And it, I found it to just be so calming to read. It's like, it's intense. There's a lot of like information in there, and it can be kind of dense, but it also is just like, oh, right, here are some patterns to look at. Here are some structures that are like contributing to this and making us, having an effect on our individual lives, having an effect on our communities. And I just think it's so illuminating. And yeah, would recommend that both for it's interesting, and I think it does make you feel better to just be armed with that kind of knowledge.
Great. Katie, thank you so much. Can we please give it up to Katie for the hands-on activism, which is always really fun to hear, about the folks who are canvassing or going to the protests, and beyond your musical activism to also have like the other degrees of hand-on activism. But also, I was thinking, yeah. So my question to you was sort of something like, what are you doing in these times sort of to make yourself feel better, or to like keep yourself whole, or whatever the question.
Mm,
And your answer was like, here's how I am producing more action in the world. And then the other one is,
mm,
here's how I am growing myself and my thoughts, and, really giving
mm.
contemplate. And none of the answers were, I'm eating a lot of chocolate and popcorn, which would also be totally reasonable. But that is not
Yeah.
what you, and I'm so grateful to hear those ways in which, because I think that's something we're all looking for right now, is how do we balance, the need that we have to be able to get through this with the need that the globe has for us to be out there actually doing the job and getting other people through it. And so thank you for that great answer. Really appreciate it.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you. Yeah. I think the only other thing I would say is like, yeah, I mean, chocolate, incredibly important. That's a agenda line for sure. But I think I think anything, yeah, that is just like tangible or just like honestly just like person to person base, so like this meeting and just like as much as we can. One of the points that I feel like Naomi has in this book is just like how siloed we all are. Like the way that our world is set up right now, it's so easy to just stay kind of like in your bubble that can be really closed off. And so the more that we just like connect with other people, like it's I think it just cuts through that feeling of paralysis.
Beautiful.
So more spaces like this.
Here, here. Thank you, Katie. Absolutely great. And I would love to hear, just to transition quickly, because I'm excited to sing the song with you again. Love to hear just what you've got coming up, outside of what we've been speaking about that you might like folks to know about.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I live in New York, so playing gigs and working and teaching in Brooklyn, and then I'll have some music coming out hopefully later this year, and then we'll be doing a little Northeast tour in October, and yeah, I guess maybe if you want to. Yeah, mailing list is probably the best way to stay in touch, but I'm also on Instagram and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Great. Thank you, Katie. So we've got Katie's links in the chat, so you can get on her mailing list and or follow her on her socials. And Katie, how do you feel about singing it one more time?
Let's do it. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? What's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I hope they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish could be heard and answered when wished on a morning star? Somebody thought of that, and somebody listened, and look what it's done so far. Oh my God, Kermie! What's sorry, I know they're wrong, wait and see. Got too excited. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell, we know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep? Have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this a sweet sound that calls the young sailors? The voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something I'm supposed to be. Oh, someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. La da 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 da
Thank you, Katie.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely one of those days where I just want to sing it another 10 times.
Yeah.
Uh, it just really feels like it's working to bring at least me down a bunch of notches. And so
Mm.
actually, I've got a question for the room. How many folks in this room can sing all of the words to all of the songs in the Muppet movie besides me? Okay. Glad I'm not the only one. Yeah, so thanks, Katie, for bringing us on a journey, sort of bringing the beautiful past into the complex present, and really, really glad that you were able to join us today. Please check out all of Katie's links. For everybody out there on the live stream, can you please all in this room and on the live stream, give it up one more time for Katie Martucci? Thanks, Katie. Glad to have you and hope to see you again soon. So let's wave Katie out of the room. Thanks so much, Katie, for being with us today. And actually, I forgot, I'm also going to just share our little flyer and tell everybody who is here for the rest of this week. So as you can see, we had Katie today. Thanks again to Katie for being here with us and for joining us on today's singing expedition. So for anybody who missed earlier in the week, on Monday, we had Maggie Wheeler. She brought us 2 very thoughtful songs. Please check that out if you missed it. Brendan Taff here on Tuesday. Wednesday, we had Fran Andre talking about a lot of sort of the complexity and the challenges in the world right now. Friday, tomorrow, we have Saul Paul coming in. We haven't had him in a while. He's out of Los Angeles. He's amazing, and I hope you can make it for that. Saturday, our lovely Peter and Mary Alice Amadon, regular hosts and song leaders in this space, coming in from Brattleboro, Vermont. And on Sunday, we have Elena LaFulana coming in from DC to open up the month of June for us. And I hope you can make it for the rest of the week. Thanks again to Katie Martucci out of Brooklyn, New York, for joining us and bringing us a beautiful day. Let's say goodbye to everybody in this space. Thanks so much to Arlene in California. Did I already say bye to the live stream? Thank you, live stream, for being with us. Arlene in California, Kathleen in Albuquerque, Deborah in Kentucky, Kathy in Colorado, Sheila in Florida, Carolyn in Boise, Idaho, Bob in Albany, New York, Marion in Brighton, UK, Nan in Michigan, Susan in Cincinnati with a frog, Mabel and some bears posing as frogs in Massachusetts, Kathy with a frog drawing in California. Nice to see you. Oh yeah, Carolyn also with a frog. I love it. Caroline in DC with 2 little frogs. Linda on Orcas Island. Neil in Boston. Sue in Seattle with a frog. I love it. This is like all the frogs have come out of the woodwork. Tomorrow we're going to be doing, I don't know, porcupines. So get them ready. Baba Jim coming in from Maryland. Great to see you. Annette in California. Nice to see you. Bonnie in Boise, Idaho. Great to see you. Hoda in British Columbia. Nice to see your smile today. Cricket in Maryland. Athena in Brooklyn, New York. Emma with an actual Kermit the Frog. So we're going to move Emma up here so that in case anybody missed it, she's right at the top now. Jane in Texas, thank you so much for being with us today. Great to see you. Karen in Iowa, lovely to see your smile today. Deli in Maryland, Gary in Mass, Bob and a Bear in Massachusetts, Linda in California, Anna coming in from Boston. Thank you so much for running tech for us today, Anna. And let's see where I was. Nancy in Washington State, Loriana, Kachina, and Courtney coming in from Vermont. Nice to know you guys are back there behind the scenes. Aloysius in Massachusetts, thank you. Jenny in Suffolk, UK. Elizabeth in California. Curly Tops in Vermont. Moon in Alexandria. Christine in Ottawa. Linda in Concord, Mass. And another big thank you to Katie Martucci coming in from Brooklyn, New York. Thanks everybody so much for joining us on today's Daily Antidote of Song. Can't wait to see y'all tomorrow right here. Lots of love.